Hey guys, it's JonTaun here for Total Brohammer, and I'm playing a 1 here, but I am joined in voice by Sekarma.
Yo!
So, looks like we're fighting Grey Knight Dante, he's going to Greenskins. Let's do a little bit of Wood Elf action.
It's a lot of there's a lot to unpack there. Like, could be Dante from Devil May Cry, could be the Grey Knights from Warhammer 40k. I mean, that's a interesting marriage.
Indeed.
Yeah. Did you ever play Devil May Cry as a kid? I love that game when I was younger.
No, I never played it.
No, solid game.
I spent my childhood playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Those were the good days.
Oh, also a fantastic game. Probably one of the best. Probably my favorite third-person shooter ever.
Indeed. Alright, so, Wood Elves against Greenskins. What do I bring, Sekarma?
What are you facing? You just said Wood Elves against
Oh, cut out. I said Greenskins.
Oh, okay, I missed the Greenskins. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's a pretty good matchup for you guys. You have a lot of tools.
I think so. So. We'll go ahead and grab some War Dancers. Yeah. I feel like Dryads, do they do good against Savage Orcs?
They do, because they they do magic damage, so I think it bypasses their physical resist.
Yeah, you are right. We definitely want some Wild Riders. Cavalry destroy the Greenskins.
Mm-hmm. Even what are they called? Those Glade Riders with headbang tips. Those are really good for getting rid of because I think they outrange Rusty Airs and stuff.
Yeah, you know what? Let's cut one of these Wild Riders and get the Sisters of Thorn are all the rage nowadays.
Oh, people love those guys, man. People absolutely.
And they're good.
Their stats are really good.
They got 50% physical resistance.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. All right.
I don't know. 2 free brown spells, and they only cost 1,000, which isn't really that expensive if you think about it.
All right. So some exciting news came out today, Sekarma, about Total War.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yes, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, it did look very cool. I wasn't particularly on Reddit when I used to look at the Total War Reddit. You know, this was one of the bigger. It was this one or Victorian Age. Those were the two theories.
Yeah.
And I wasn't super into the dynasties, but after having seen the trailer, I'm thoroughly on board. They have convinced me. It looks like it's going to be very cool.
I agree. I'm very excited for the multiplayer. Looks like they might have single entity lords in there, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and single entity heroes, so it could be like a marriage of fantasy and historical. And again, like I mentioned this earlier, in Shogun 1, like the old Shogun, there were single entity samurai just decimate entire units that they would fight. So this isn't totally untrod territory for them, but it'll be interesting to see the reaction to that. Like if you have a unit that can just go in and wipe out entire samurai units or spearmen units, or sorry, that's not samurai, wipe out swordsman units. I wonder how people react to that.
So, from what I've heard, this war is kind of a fantasized version of a real war.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure about that. Don't know anything about Chinese history at all.
But, I actually read the Wikipedia pages on them weeks and weeks ago. So I pretty much read the whole story. So I know what happens. I don't know again how historically accurate, like you were saying, it is. I think it's more like a novelization.
Did it sound historically accurate?
Well, the Wikipedia page was about the novels, right? It was about the books that were, again, maybe historically accurate, maybe not. I couldn't really tell. I mean, it wasn't really confirmed. You know what? Here's what I'll do. Since you're gaming, and I'm just sitting around jerking off, I will go on to Wikipedia.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm going to be deploying in the woods here.
Nice.
These fellow Greenskins will have to come to me.
Fellow Greenskins. And anyone who played Dynasty Warriors, we were talking about this earlier, I mean, it is kind of like a dream come true to play a Total War game based in Dynasty Warrior land. And I'm pretty sure the guy, that one guy with the giant spear who was pretty gangster, I think that's Lu Bu. And if anybody remembers Lu Bu from that game, that guy was like a terror. He was like Crockguard times 10.
Crockguard times 10. That is scary.
Yeah, he was indestructible. He would challenge you to a duel. You didn't have to accept it, but so you wanted to. And if you do, I mean, the guy just fucking went off on you. He could not be beat. So, as per the Wikipedia page, Romance of the Three Kingdoms is a 14th century historical novel attributed to Lu Ganzhong, probably butchering that name. And then the dynasty, Chinese history, starting on and ending with the reunification of the land, 280. Okay, so it says the story, part historical, part legend, part mythical. Yeah, romanticized and dramatized the lives of feudal lords and their retainers. So yeah, so I think it's like a little bit mix of all of it, Kind of like Arthurian legend, right? Because King Arthur was a real guy, but he obviously didn't pull a sword from a fucking stone and, have a wizard as a teacher and all that.
Yeah.
So it's probably something along those lines. So there will be some historical accuracy and then also a little bit of fanciful stuff. Which I'm down with. How goes the battle? Deploying?
So he's got a bunch of 4 deployed squigs. Interesting.
Ooh. Savages or just regulars? I guess
Night Goblin squig hoppers, in fact.
Yeah, it must be.
Alright, so he had the initiative, but I think he's kind of wasted it now. Because now he's retreating instead of attacking. My archers are all out in the open too. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get these guys. He's got some night goblins in the forest here. We'll take them out with our anti-infantry units. Should make quick work of them, and we are just scaring off all these squig herds with our cav here. It's looking pretty good.
One of the things I like to bring against Wood Elves, because I think it's a heavily. If the Wood Elves want to just go kiting, there's not a whole lot of reason to do because none of the units are fast enough other than like Wolf Riders, and Wolf Riders will they just get chewed up by anything. But one of the things I like to bring is you take what are those things called, Spider Riders, and you put them in with squig hoppers, Night Goblin squig hoppers, and that could beat Wild Riders in one-on-one.
Interesting.
And it's about the same cost. Plus, you get 2 units, so you can spread them out and hit their archers. So yeah, I think that's a good move. You keep them together, you can hit their and it can be pretty useful.
All right, so this is a cockfight. Wow. All right, interesting. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and pop some spells down here.
Who's your lord? Lady?
The late lady, indeed.
She's just, I mean, the Craven Rainbow is just such a good fucking. It's so.
Oh, my guy's lost order right in front of the enemy. No. Oh, I hate that.
That's garbage.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get you guys out of here. You guys keep on shooting at them. You guys can come around the corner here, get into their side. My lord here can get into the mix here and cause some fear and terror. Let's get you over here and let's get some more healing down.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, so we're both dying, guys. Both John and I. This might be our final count.
Oh no. Yeah, we are very sick.
Yeah.
Just always sick nowadays.
Yeah. It's like I said earlier. It's where if you have a bunch of women who live in an apartment together, their periods eventually sync up. John and I, our health is synced up. So if one goes
it's
down,
not a good thing.
No, not a good thing.
Alright, so let's see. Shooting these guys. Kind of hard to see in this forest here, but I think things are going quite well. Let's get you guys into melee. Let's get you guys out of here. Let's get you on him. And let's get a regrowth on my Wild Riders over here. And let's get y'all into these Night Goblin squig hoppers so they can't do that damage. Let's try to get these guys out of here. And who's his lord here? Night Goblin Warboss? Okay, so he's on my lord. That might not be the greatest trade for me. Ooh, and he just got a good footed gourd. Did he? Oh, yeah, he did. That was pretty good. So let's get those guys out of there. Let's get you guys. I need you to come back around here so you can shoot at those black orcs. Your armor-piercing shots. And let's go ahead and get out of this fight with this warboss. Let's get you guys brought through here. And oh no, he used his Tormentor sword. Forgot about that. So pretty good, pretty good. And it looks like that footed orc did destroy both my Glade Riders. Wild Riders are free, so let's go ahead and get into these Night Goblins. And this is a fight. All right, so I need to get out of here with my lord. Let's go ahead and pop a heal on him. Let's get you guys out of here as well. Pop a damage spell right here. Let's get you guys into them. You guys can go right here and start doing some firing. And you guys can get over here. I need you to get into those black orcs. You guys can get into the savage orcs. Interesting battle. Interesting battle. Not sure how it's going. He's got a big old blob here. Let's get you guys back over here and into melee. Maybe not the best choice, but we won't shoot at Night Goblins because they have silver shields. Let's go ahead and try to. These black orcs are just holding up forever, and he's doing a lot of good damage to my lord here. I'm not sure exactly what's hitting him. Looks like the Night Goblin Shaman. All right, let's go up in the air, and we got a big blob here. So what we want to do is get a Dragon Breath.
Dragons are really good against these guys.
Let's get you over here. Let's pop a big debuff over here, and let's go ahead and get a Dragon Breath here. Pin him down. Get that Dragon Breath. And I think that'll be pretty good. Let's get our Wild Riders out. Let's get you Dryads into combat too. He did not obey my order to do the Dragon Breath. No surprise there. Let's get you guys over here, and it's not looking that great right now. Let's get you guys over into here. Let's get you guys back onto ranged mode and start shooting at these guys. Let's get my Sisters of Thorn over here, and let's drop a heal right here so we can get our dragon. And get in there for that, hopefully that terror route. Oh, we did a lot of damage to this Goblin War Boss. We might get a massive terror route here. There goes a lot of terror. Alright. Is it working? Ooh, it's looking good here, guys. Looking good. You surrounded them?
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
You always say that.
But this was a pretty good fight.
Oh,
but we ended up surrounding him, and he does concede defeat. So, interesting. Kind of a battle in the forest, so not the best to watch. Sorry about that, guys, but you know, the Wood Elves get melee defense in the forest, so I thought it'd be a pretty good place for them. So, my Lord got 64 kills. I like that. Got some good healing off, and got some good spells off on my Sisters of the Thorn. War Dancers, 153 kills and 140. Like that. Dryads, 92 and 80. Also very good. Wild Riders, 120. Didn't have a great place for my Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, to be quite honest, in this matchup. But this was a very interesting army for my opponent. Lots of Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, lots of Savage Orcs, and lots of Night Goblin Fanatics. So I actually like this army.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Sense. Silver Shields, good DPS against unarmored units.
And Dante, you had a really good Footed Gork on my Glade Riders, though I wonder, my Glade Riders aren't exactly the most high-value target, so maybe you should have used them on something like the War Dancers, or if you could have, the Wild Riders. But a very good game to him.
You know what I find is difficult being a Greenskin player against Wood Elves? Is if they bring enough Hagbane tips, and they can just out skirmish your skirmisher cav, they can get like a Prevath Rema on your Lord, and just hit him with a Dragon Breath. And that pretty much wipes him out, especially if it's like a ground unit, like Azhag or Wurzag or like a boss. Or
yeah, they can absolutely destroy him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you gotta have that Goblin Fire Squad.
Yeah, but even then, if they bring enough Hagbane tips, they can try and mitigate because they outrange them by a good while. You gotta like screen. It takes a lot of micro, and it's like if you lose it for 1 second, they can just.
I agree. The Wood Elf kite builds are very effective against
against Greenskins. So difficult.
Greenskins.
Yep. It's very difficult to counter. I mean, that's the thing about like every army, especially with Dragon Breaths in the game, mixed with nets, it can be absolutely devastating. Like if you're a Chaos player and they net your Lord and they just get a Dragon Breath right over it, that you can just oof. There's nothing you can do to combat.
It can hurt.
That, right?
It can hurt. Snares are definitely the most powerful single spells in the game, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough.
But that's gonna be all for this one, guys. This is JonTaun and Sekarma signing out. We'll see you on the next one.